Want to get creeped out? Let's talk about someone who tried the red door, yellow door ritual, and it's not a super long one, but it is really creepy. For storytelling purposes, we will name this girl Janelle. And if you don't know, the red door, yellow door ritual is essentially like a guided meditation. However, you can have some pretty creepy things happen. There's some pretty ominous warnings, and it can essentially just turn into this psychological horror for the person who is the traveler. You can do this ritual with someone who is your guide, or you can also do this ritual by yourself with a recording of you walking yourself through the ritual as the guide. And that is what Janelle did. If you want the full explanation about the ritual, I've made a video about that. Now, Janelle sees this ritual for what it is, which is that it could be an enlightening experience. And most of all, it is an opportunity for growth. And she thinks that's pretty cool. However, she's a little bit embarrassed and she doesn't want to ask anyone to help her with this ritual. So she pre-records herself saying the chant to start the ritual. Red door, yellow door, any other color door. It's nighttime. Her room is dark. She lays a pillow down on the ground and lays down on the ground, puts her arms up in the air, closes her eyes, and is listening to her chant. She successfully guides herself into this meditation, into this ritual, and sees a long hallway with plenty of different doors, different colors, different sizes on either side of the hallway. She's walking down the hallway, slowly looking at all of the different doors, and sees one, decides she's going to try to open it. She goes to turn the handle, and it's locked. She's like, okay, I know you're not supposed to try to go through any doors that are locked. So she walked a little bit further down, sees another door. Chucky. Chuck, Chuck. She's a girl, by the way. She's so cute. Anyways, she goes a little bit further down, sees another door, tries to open it. It's locked. She's thinking, okay, that's weird, but I'm going to keep going. She walks further and further down and sees that to her right, there's another hallway. So she heads down that hallway. Down that hallway, she sees another door that she wants to try to open. She goes to open it. It's locked. Now she's freaked out. She's like, what is going on here? I wish I could get myself out of this ritual, but I'm doing it solo. So I'm probably not going to come out of it until my timer goes off. She's like, what else am I going to do? I'm going to see if I can get into any of these rooms that these doors lead to. She starts trying every single door. Every single one is locked. She goes down hallway after hallway. Like, this is never ending. Like, she's in a maze. There's so many hallways. She doesn't know how many she's gone down. And some of them, you know, you can choose go left or right. So at this point, she doesn't know where she is. She's lost. And every single door that she's tried won't open. Completely locked. So at this point, she is walking down another hallway. This one is dimly lit. It looks like it's like in a basement or a dungeon. And at the very end of the hallway, she can see a red door. As she's going, she's still trying every door along the way to see if it will open, but none of them will. When she gets to the end, she looks around to see if this is leading to another hallway. There's no other hallway. This is the end. So she looks ahead of her at this red door, and it's like it is pulsating with light, almost like the door is breathing and glowing. She goes to reach for the handle, and just as she's about to touch the handle, she jolts awake. But this is the creepy part and the weird part, which could just be psychological, but is also just strange to me. For months following, she dreams about the red door. She's never able to get to it. She's always walking down all of these long corridors, trying to get to it and never getting there. Or if she gets there, she wakes up again right before she touches the handle. I'm so curious to hear what your theories are on this one. I'm dying to know. By the way, my name is Megan. I'm a paranormal researcher and investigator, as well as a folklore researcher who loves to deliver spooky, creepy content to you. So if that's something you dig, follow me. Duh. Want to get creeped out? Let's talk about someone else who tried the man in the fields ritual. For storytelling purposes, we will name this person Travis. Travis was in his 20s and lived with his parents on their farm in the rural countryside. Travis was a fan of horror, as many people who try these rituals are, and thought the whole concept of the man in the fields was just so creepy, but also fun. And quickly, if you don't know what the man in the fields ritual is, it is a ritual that you need to complete within a certain set of hours. You basically need to close everything in your house. You can either win a year of physical safety, a year of physical safety and financial safety, or a year of both of those things, as well as no negative consequences for any of your actions. Sounds sus. By the way, my name is Megan. I'm a paranormal researcher and investigator, as well as a folklore researcher who loves to deliver spooky, creepy content to you. So if that's something you dig, follow me. Duh. And also, if you're like, I could have a haunting, I have some haunted dolls that I'm now getting rid of because I have so many. So if that's something you'd be into. Now, Travis wanted to try the ritual, but he was also a skeptic, so figured nothing's actually going to happen. For that reason, he decided that he was going to try and complete the ritual within an hour, which gives you you the best reward, physical safety for a year, financial safety for a year, and no negative consequences for your actions. In retrospect, he realizes that this was absolutely crazy because any part of him that thought that maybe the ritual could be real would know that there was absolutely no physical way possible that he could close everything in his parents' farmhouse within an hour. After about a half an hour of going through his house and closing everything that he could think of, he took a peek in the backyard and did indeed see something in the darkness. It looked like a scarecrow climbing down from its post. Immediately, he feels panic, shock, desperation. He runs as fast as he can and locks himself in his safe room with his crucifix in his hand. He chose his bedroom as his safe room and luckily knew he closed absolutely everything possible in that safe room. He hears what sounds like the sliding door into the backyard open and close. He puts his ear up to the bedroom door and listens, holding his breath. He said he stood there for a while, not making a sound and not hearing a sound. Just as he was about to just step back and go lay on his bed, he hears faint breathing behind him. Travis felt like someone had just poured a bucket of water on him, like there was just such shock and this like whoosh feeling of complete terror. He didn't even think for a second. He opened that bedroom door and ran out of the house, got in his car and drove to his friend's house, stayed there for the night, and nothing else strange happened that night. But he leaves the story saying this: was it all in my mind? Did I truly see something out in the darkness? Did I truly hear a breath behind me? So much of me wants to tell myself that it was all in my imagination, all from this psychological fear of performing this ritual. But the other part of me struggles with this notion, because if there was any chance that I could have been imagining the breathing, I would not have had that instinctual reaction to run. I can only wonder what's coming next. Anyways, that's it for this one. See you next time.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please like, subscribe, and click the notification button to be notified when a new video is posted.